In this Binance tutorial, we're going to go step by step through the entire platform, how to get set up on here, how to deposit some currency to go ahead and trade crypto, how to actually buy and sell crypto and get it off the platform if you want as well. I'll leave timestamps for all of that down in the description. We can come to Binance.com and get an account set up. I've got a link below to a deposit and trading bonus up to $600. So if you are setting up an account, check the details via that link in the description. You can use a Google or Apple account to log in, or you can just use an email right here. So just click this. It's literally just give them your email and then they'll set you up with an account. Once we can log into Binance, it's going to take us to our dashboard page. If you can't get here, just come up to the top right hand corner. You can see your username, which will be your email address. Come to dashboard, and this is the overview of your account. On the top left hand corner, you can change your username to something more unique to you. You can actually upload an NFT avatar as well if you want to do that. Not much use for that, so I don't do it. And then over here, you can see your estimated balance. Now that is all of your assets on the platform. So if you have fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies, that will all be shown here, and the change over time will be shown. You've just got a markets tab down here, which is just telling you what the price is of the most popular cryptocurrencies here. So that's a dashboard overview. Binance do require KYC, and this is how you give it to them. On the left-hand side of the dashboard, there is a security and identification tab. We'll click identification first just to go through to this tab and see what they ask for us. Now, the information here is KYC, which is know your customer, and AML, which is anti-money laundering. So what they have to do is ask for your personal information, your name and your address. You then have to give them, as you can see here, a government issued ID. Depending on your country, that will be a passport or an ID card. And then you have to go through facial recognition. Now, if you want to download the Binance app as well, you can do it on the Binance app. If you have a laptop with a camera, a selfie camera, then you can do it on your laptop as well with that facial recognition. And they obviously match that up to your government issued ID, a questionnaire here, and proof of address. That's really it. It might take a few hours to actually get that processed, but once you have got that processed, you just go through the step-by-step process. You can see your limits right here, a few $1 million daily, which is obviously enough for most people. Once Binance have accepted that information, you can come down to the reward center. So come to your dashboard and then reward center on the left-hand side, and make sure to get cashback deposit vouchers and trading vouchers here. They do run out, so make sure to claim them because it's literally a reward for you signing up in the first place. Binance trading fees are amongst the lowest in the industry. You can go to the fees page and it will show you all of the details right here. So for regular users, as you can see, you get charged 0.1% as a trading fee. So 0.1% of the volume that you trade is going to be charged to Binance, with a few exceptions. The first one is, for right now anyway, as of making this video, Binance give commission-free trading on Bitcoin. So if you do want to buy Bitcoin through Binance, you actually don't pay any commission at all. It's literally free to do that. And you can see there is some maker fee rebates on Binance US dollar. Binance US dollar is Binance's stablecoin. That's a US dollar stablecoin. So they have a 1-for-1 backing of a real dollar in a bank account, and that backs the value of BUSD. So if you do use BUSD as a trading pair, which I'll get onto later, then you do get some maker fee rebates. What is maker? Well, with crypto, there are two types of trader. There's a maker and a taker. Now, a maker of liquidity is someone that puts limit orders on the order book, and we'll get to that later. And they usually can get some rebates and discounts for their trading fees. If you're a taker, which means you just press smash buy on the button and you take other people's orders and liquidity, the prices that they're showing you, you usually don't get the same amount of rebates. I'll go through that during the trading section, but as you can see here, for the most part, it's 0.1%. Now, if you want to get a discount from your trading fees as well, you can use BNB coin to get a discount on your trading fees. BNB coin is used to be Binance's exchange coin. Now it's the cryptocurrency for the BNB chain, which is a decentralized blockchain. But if you have that cryptocurrency, that BNB coin, you can get a 25% discount. All you have to do is buy $10 worth, and if your trading fees are $1, then it just takes $1 out of your BNB and uses it to pay the trading fees. But you do get a 25% discount, taking you down to 0.075 5% trading fees. We can also manage our security on the Binance platform. Come to your dashboard again, and then go down to security, and we can set up two-factor authentication. So I wouldn't recommend SMS verification. That isn't safe because people can SIM swap. But what you can do is download an application like Google Authenticator. Now, what happens is that Binance will give you a QR code, and you just download the Google Authenticator app, you scan the QR code, and then Google Authenticator will have a 6-digit PIN number that refreshes every 30 seconds. When you want to make withdrawals from the platform or do something that would require this two-factor authentication, you have to input that 6 digits. A key tip here as well for Google Authenticator is when you go to add this on, it's going to give you a QR code, and then it's going to give you a long code at the bottom, which is like something that you can manually type in. I would take a screenshot of this, the QR code and the long code at the bottom, and keep that somewhere safe. Potentially print it off and keep it somewhere safe at home, or you can put it on an encrypted USB stick. If for some reason your device that has Google Authenticator gets lost, you can just reload the same code by scanning the QR code once more on a different device. So that's really good, and it's going to provide a lot of security for your account. Another thing we can set up is withdrawal whitelists. This is a set of pre-approved crypto addresses that you can withdraw to. This is another set of security procedures because if someone hacks into your account, they will only be able to send crypto to the pre-approved addresses and none of the others. The way that you manage and change this is by going through 2FA and a lot of different security. So it's just an extra barrier. If someone hacks into your account, they will only be able to withdraw to one of your approved addresses. Now we can deposit some fiat currency onto the Binance platform. There's two main ways to do this: via a bank transfer or via a card. So if you come up to buy crypto, it's going to give you a few different options here. So the first one is a deposit. Now, depending on which currency you have, it will either say card here or bank here, but you can just click this and come into what is the fiat currency deposit screen. Now, as you can see for pound sterling, there's two different options. We have a bank transfer through Faster Payments in the UK, which costs £1. So that's the only fee. And if you want to deposit via a card, you can see right here that that takes 1.8% fee. So definitely bank transfers are much cheaper generally if your bank supports them. Many in the UK don't, but you can see all of the different currencies that are supported here. So euros, will go and check that. And as you can see, that's just bank card for now. And then US dollars as well. If we check this, again, that's a bank transfer via Swift. You have to look at the deposit limits though and everything. So what happens when you press continue is that you will then choose how much that you want to deposit. So if we want to deposit $10,000, you can see that you actually receive 10,000 BUSD. Like I said, BUSD is Binance's US dollar stablecoin. So it's 1-for-1 with the dollar, with dollars, and that's what you can choose or use to actually trade with other cryptos. So you deposit dollars and then trade it into other cryptocurrencies. Now what happens now is we press continue and we will just get our banking information there. So which bank are we transferring in from and our bank account number. That gives them the information they need to put the dollars that we send in into our actual account in Binance. Now for other fiat currencies, it's going to be slightly different, but you need to make sure that your bank account name on the bank account, where it's coming from, has to match your government issued ID. Otherwise, it will most likely be rejected. Depositing fiat currency, like we've just seen, changes your fiat into BUSD, which is Binance's US dollar stablecoin, and then you can use that to actually trade against other cryptocurrencies. That is the more professional way to do things, and it's a lot cheaper, but there is an easier way to do things, which is just buying with a card. So if we come to buy crypto, credit debit card, we can see down here, we can actually choose a fiat currency that we want to pay via our card. Maybe we have a Visa card or something, and we can set up an amount. So let's choose $200, and you can see that it buys this amount of BTC. Now, fees are higher here. You're paying a card fee, and also the exchange rate that you get on a system like this is going to be probably a lot worse than if you're trading in the more professional markets. So just keep that in mind. The professional markets I'll show you in a second. This is going to be a little bit more expensive, but you can very easily do that with a card payment, just like on Amazon or something. You can also set up a recurring buy, which is simply, letting Binance charge a payment to the card at intervals. So if we are going to use US dollars to actually buy BTC, we can do an amount right here, and then we can set up a repeat purchase every week or every day at a certain time from the card. Now, I think a better option is to deposit fiat currency through a bank. That's going to be the cheapest way for you. And you can auto invest through the auto invest system, which I'll show you later. So the card payment is convenient, and it may be the only option for a lot of people, but it is more expensive than just making a bank deposit. Binance Convert is a simple way to convert one cryptocurrency into another. So if you've got some of those BUSD on your account or another stablecoin, you can switch it easily here. Now, the downside of Binance Convert is that you aren't charged any trading fees, and that means Binance take their profits out of the spread or the exchange rate between the two coins. This is going to be more expensive than trading in the professional spot market, which I'll show you in a second. But there are some occasions where you may need this. For example, if you have very small balances under $10, you won't be able to trade in the professional spot market, so you'll need to use Binance Convert. Go to market order here, choose the asset that you want to trade from, $100 of USDT, which is a stable coin. We want to put that into Bitcoin, and we can choose this, and it's going to show us. We can preview conversion right here. It's going to give us the exchange rate, as you can see. If we're happy with that, we can press convert. But like you can see, there are no fees right here. They're not giving you free trading. They're just giving you a slightly worse or larger, wider spread than you would get in the professional markets. But it is something to use on occasion. To see all of our current balances on our account, we can come to the Fiat and Spot account, which is really much better than the dashboard. So come to your wallet and then Fiat and Spot, and we have this. Fiat is fiat currency and Spot is cryptocurrency spot. Now, if you have a balance in your Spot account, this means that the assets there are owned by you. You have physical ownership of them. You have title of them. They are owned and in your account. So that is your actual balance. Derivatives are very different. That's when you trade futures and options. I've got some very in-depth guides on how to trade those, so I'll leave those in the description if you're interested. But we have our assets right here, and we can do things with them. We can buy them, which is depositing more fiat currency to go ahead and trade. We have deposit and withdraw, as you can see here, where you can deposit and withdraw cryptocurrencies. These are my cryptos. We also have trade here, which I'll show you in a second. Earn, which we can go through if there is an earn product for this crypto, and then the convert feature, which we've just seen. So we can do everything from this screen, including earn from them and trade as well. But then what we can do is go up and actually trade these balances that we see. We can go to trade and then spot, but you can also on the right hand corner just click trade as well, and it takes you through to the same screen. Let's go ahead and trade a cryptocurrency in the spot market then in the more professional way with the lowest fees and the best prices. So we'll go through this entire screen. The first thing to note is that you can see your balances here. So if you want to go ahead and choose a cryptocurrency that you have ownership of in your spot account, you will see them here and you'll see the balances. As you can see, I've got US dollar Tether in my account, which is a stable coin, and I see the balance right here. If I click this plus button, it goes through to depositing some fiat currencies or maybe a crypto deposit screen, as you can see. So we can actually choose all of the assets that we see here and are trading. So the first thing we can do is come to the right hand corner and choose the assets that we want to see. So cryptocurrencies are just like normal currencies in that they trade in a pair. So if you want to buy dollars and you're in the UK and you have pounds, you need to actually sell pounds in order to buy those dollars. Well, it's exactly the same with crypto. So what we're going to do here is choose BTC. So we put BTC, which is the ticker of Bitcoin, in. And as you can see here, we see all of the different pairs, the currency pairs that we can trade. And the most popular pairs are stablecoin pairs, because that's like trading dollar against Bitcoin. So you're selling dollars into BTC. So we have US dollar Tether and BUSD here, two stable coins. On Binance, depending on which country you're in, you can actually directly trade fiat currencies into Bitcoin as well. So AUD is Aussie dollars. There's a GBP option and a Euro option right here. If you're depositing dollars into Binance, it will be automatically switched into BUSD, which is their stablecoin. So you can choose all your cryptos here. You can look at the different currency pairs, as you can see. I'm just going to type in Ethereum, and you can see all of the Ethereum pairs. So you can trade ETH against a stablecoin. You can even sell Bitcoin to buy ETH as well if you want to trade a crypto to crypto pair. But you can see everything from here. So you can choose all of the pairs, and your search history is up here. So that's very convenient. Now, if we click on a trading pair, it comes up with all the details of this trading pair and the chart as well. So let's go through the screen. On the left-hand side, this is the currency pair that you're trading. So as for right now, we have BTC, which is the base currency. And as you can see, it's quoted in US dollar tether right here. So we are essentially trading dollars against BTC, and the price is 23,350. So that obviously changes because the market's changing all the time. We have some trade information here, not too relevant. And then on the left-hand side, this is actually the actual market on Binance for Bitcoin. So if we zoom in, you can see this mid price. So the mid price, we obviously have buyers, which are down here. These are all buyers. And all of these buyers currently are below the current trading price of Bitcoin. So if the trading price of Bitcoin is 23,360, these guys are bidding 23,357. So they're a little bit below the current price. And of course, if you want to make a bid to someone and say, I want to buy Bitcoin for $1, well, you can't buy it because that's not the market price. But you can put your order in on the screen, which we'll do in a second. Up here are people actually trying to sell Bitcoin, and their prices are above the current market price. And so they're not trading yet, but their orders are on the screen waiting to sell. Now, wherever the buyers and sellers actually meet, that is known as the mid price, which is this price here. And that is the actual price of BTC. And that's what you see quoted. That will be exactly the same as this one here, because that's where it's taking its information from. Now, on the right-hand corner, you have market trades. This is every single trade in Bitcoin on the Binance system. So you can see they go through thick and fast. You can see the time here and what's happening. Again, not massively important information. If you don't like this layout right here, you can change it. So if you come to the right-hand corner, go to settings, you can go from light to dark if you want. That's obviously awful. And then we can change some of the color scheme. You can also change the layout. If you don't like this layout, you can go to an advanced layout, and it just changes around some of the information here. So we have our order book here, the order entry screen on the right hand side this time, and then charts right here. So a lot of people use this layout, or they use the classic layout. It's up to you what you want to use as a layout, but all of the information is the same. We can go ahead and trade crypto on Binance then. It's right down here. We have the order screen. So we're going to zoom in, and we have the spot account right here. You want to be in the spot account. That is actually selling one crypto, for example, BUSD, and buying the BTC in this case. Now, if you want to use margin and leverage, you can click over to cross 3x. This actually is a margin and leverage system, and so definitely not great for beginners. You will actually be borrowing money from Binance to leverage up your trades, and so this is 3 times. So if you had $1,000 on your account, you could actually borrow $2,000 from Binance and basically take a position much larger than what you have. Now, that's obviously going to make your wins and losses much greater. If you're 3 times leveraged, you can have, a 10% move in the price, and that's actually taking 30% of your original investment away, because you're now trading with a lot larger amount. I have videos on how to use margin and leverage. I'll leave them in the description. But yeah, don't click on these if you just want to buy crypto, because they will be leveraging up your money, and you can lose it very, very quickly. So make sure you're on the spot account here. You can transfer assets in, and then what we're going to do is choose a market order. A market order is when you do not choose the price that you pay at all, you just choose the amount that you trade. So as you can see, you can't choose the price here, but we can say, I'm going to buy a certain amount of BTC. So if I buy 0.005 BTC, I can do that. Now, when I press buy, what's going to happen is that whatever the best price is at the current time, whatever this price is at the current time, that's the price I'll get. So if the lowest seller is right here around 23,415, that's the price I'll get when I hit buy. Now, like I said, if you do that, you are a taker of liquidity, because you're taking someone else's order that's already on the system, and you don't get any fee rebates there. You might pay, you might not get any rebates as compared to being a maker of liquidity. So you can do this. It's cheap enough. You pay 0.075% if you're using BNB to pay those fees, but you'll just take whatever the price is at the current time. So we can actually change this to a dollar amount as well, which is much easier. So we can say, I want to buy $50 of BTC, just buy it for me. You'll get this price right here. Now, there's another way to do things, which is a limit order. A limit order is when you choose the price that you're willing to pay and the amount that you want to buy. So we can see the current price of Bitcoin is 23,400 more or less right now. And so what's to say me putting in a limit order of 25,000? So the current price is 23,000. My limit price is 25,000. I can definitely trade at this level if I want to buy $100 of BTC because my limit price, I'm telling the system my limit, the most I'm willing to pay is 25,000. It's going to go over to the order book and see that the current price is trading at 23,000. And so I'm going to buy instantly at whatever the price is. Now I'm still a taker of liquidity because my limit price is not going on the order book. My limit price is way above. And so I'm taking someone else's order here. And so I'm a taker of liquidity. Now my limit price can also be below the current price. If I put a price in of 20,000 here, what I'm saying now is I'm willing to buy $100 of BTC, and it shows me the amount, and the most I'm willing to pay is $20,000. The current price is $23,000. So what's going to happen to my order? I can come down and just press this button, buy BTC, and now I have an open order. So my order is now in the system at Binance, and I've told it that if this price gets to 20,000, I want you to execute a buy order for me at 20,000. So that's a limit order, and I'm down here on the order book somewhere. I'm a maker of liquidity because my order is now on this book and has not been traded yet. So that's a limit order. You can choose the price. You can also edit it, so you can change the price that you're willing to pay. So maybe I want to pay 21,000 because I think 20,000 is too low. Just confirm that, and the price has changed to 21,000. You also come to the right here and just press cancel all, or the dustbin, and it will cancel that order for you. Now that order isn't on the system. That order will stay there, good till cancelled, GTC, good till cancelled, unless you actually go ahead and press to exit out of that order. A key tip if you are using this system, when you want to buy Bitcoin, just put a limit order a little bit below the system. So what you want to do here is just click this button right here, and you can see you populate this with the actual price. So I want to go a little bit lower. You can see the price moves around a lot. It's now trading at 7.3. If I put an order in at like 70, I can be fairly sure that I'm going to get hit on this order, but my order is a little bit below. As you can see, we've now dropped down to 64. So I would have actually got a better price by just coming down a little bit on the order book and putting a limit order in versus a market order at that time. So limits order can definitely save you a bit of money because you can put your limit order just below the actual mid price. And as you can see, the price moves around a lot. And so you have a very good chance of actually getting an order done at a little bit of a lower price, which if you're trading over the long term can save you a lot of money over that time frame. How to sell out of your crypto? Well, it's the exact opposite. You have a special screen here on the right hand side. Again, we can choose a limit order. So let's say we want to sell our Bitcoin at 25,000 and we want to have an amount that we actually sell, so we can sell that BTC. I'm going to put sell BTC here, and as you can see, we've got the limit order in because my limit price is 25,000, current price is 23. So it won't go through for me, but that is how you sell. And you can do the exact opposite. If you want to get a very close order, just click the order book up here. And when the price moves around, you should actually get lifted on your offer or your ask if you're American, and that will go through for you at a slightly better price. How to deposit cryptocurrencies from another platform or from your wallet into Binance. Come to your Fiat and Spot. Just search for the crypto that you want to deposit. So I'm going to choose BNB coin here. Takes us through to the crypto deposit page. Choose the coin and then choose the network. Main thing here, just choose the exact same network on both ends. Where you're sending from and where you're receiving have to be the exact same network, and that's absolutely no problem. So we can come to BNB Smart Chain right here, and we can deposit some BNB. It's going to give us our address. We have a QR code and some information here. Just going to bring up my MetaMask. And as we can see, you can choose BNB coin to send over. So if I click this, I can press send, and then it's going to give me an address that I can send it to. Come and copy this address and then paste it in the send to in your wallet. If you have a MetaMask or something else, just send to this address right here. As long as you're using the same BNB smart chain here, or for Bitcoin, it's the Bitcoin network. Whatever the network is, you can choose it here. As long as you're sending that asset on the same network, through both ends, it will get to the right place. Just copy in your address and that's going to be deposited into your account. How to withdraw crypto from Binance to your wallet or another exchange. Again, choose the coin that you want to withdraw, come down and click withdraw here, and then go to the withdraw page, choose the coin, choose the address. Now, this is the exact opposite, so I'll bring up my MetaMask again, and I've got my address here, which I can copy. So I can copy to clipboard and then paste the address in right here, and I have to choose the network. Again, we just need to choose the right network. So the MetaMask account would be the BEP20 BNB Smart Chain network. So I can choose that as the network to send it over, and that's just going to be withdrawn from Binance, and a few minutes later that will end up in my wallet account. How to withdraw assets back to your own bank account or card. Well, this is a step-by-step process depending on what you have already. So if you have a cryptocurrency right now, what you need to do is sell that crypto back into your fiat currency. If you have pounds, euros, Aussie dollars, and a few others, you can actually sell directly into that. So as you can see, we have a Bitcoin pound sterling pair. So now I can actually trade Bitcoin against pound sterling or euros or whatever. If it's supported, just come and sell your BTC here, the amount of BTC that you want, and you're going to get your fiat currency directly. So now you have that fiat currency, and you can do that from your spot account. If your currency isn't selected, like dollars, you'll just put that back into BUSD. Once you have BUSD, you can then switch that through dollars and actually withdraw it. So once you've done that and you have your fiat currency or your BUSD, you can then go to your fiat and spot account. And what we want to do now is withdraw our fiat currency. Come to your fiat balances here if you have them, otherwise BUSD. Just click withdraw here like this, or you can click withdraw up at the top. Now that will go through to the withdraw page. As you can see, this is the crypto withdraw page. So just click withdraw fiat currency right here, and that will take you through to the withdraw fiat currency page. And now we can actually choose the fiat currency that we want to get out of our system. So if we click GBP, click on this, we can now see the options. We can withdraw bank transfer or via card and pay that fee. So that is how you would withdraw fiat if you have a fiat balance on your account already. Now, what you can also do is just press the credit debit card option, and you can sell direct to card. So if we click on sell here, we can choose the currency that we have. So let's say we do have some Bitcoin. We can actually sell that directly into GBP. Something like this is going to give us an amount, and we can put that back to our card. Now remember, the fees are going to be a bit higher here, so just watch out for those. Binance have an earn platform where you can invest your coins and earn some interest on them. This is how it works. We can come to the Binance earn screen or simple earn. They're kind of the same thing. They do exactly the same thing. We can actually search here for the asset that we want to look at and invest. So let's choose a dollar stable coin like US dollar Tether. How do Binance actually earn this interest? Well, what they do is they take your assets and they lend them out to traders who are using margin and leverage on the Binance platform. So leverage and margin traders borrow money or cryptocurrency, and they pay an interest for that. And that interest, most of it is passed back to you as someone who's providing the crypto for them to borrow. Now, on Binance, this system runs on a collateralization basis, meaning let's say if someone wants to borrow $10,000, they have to have at least $2,000 or $3,000 there to fund their positions. If their positions are losing money, Binance will auto liquidate them out of their positions in order to make sure that they don't have a bad debt. They can pay off all of the losses that they've had, and that's that. So they charge them an interest for doing that, of course, because they're borrowing on the system. So Binance are kind of a middleman here between people who want to borrow and leverage trade on their system and the people that have assets that want to lend those people those assets to earn an interest. So yes, there are risks, of course, with all of these earn systems. It's not like Celsius or FTX were doing at all. They have this system in place that's worked robustly. But of course, if you're lending money out, there's obviously potential risks of liquidations not happening or some bad debts. And so just be aware of that when you are lending anything, there is obviously credit risk here and platform risk as well, because you do need your assets on Binance, so you have to trust them as well, because they won't be out in a separate wallet. If we have US dollar Tether here, we can see that we have a simple earn product on US dollar Tether, which is that margin system. As I said, we're getting 5.5% on dollars right now, which is a decent, decent interest rate, only for $1,000. Above $1,000, you get 2.8%. So that's what you can choose. We can also choose some cryptocurrencies to lend out. So if we're lending ETH, for example, you should be able to see the options right here. We have the simple earn product where we're getting 1.2%. Now, what we can do is actually subscribe to this, and it's flexible, meaning we can take this out very easily. So If you have it in for 3 days, you can take it out because it's flexible. There's no fixed term. Come to subscribe right here. It'll take us through to that simple earn product, and we have the ETH options here. So the duration is flexible. We can always withdraw it. We have an amount of ETH that we have in our system, and then a subscription amount. So you can press max right here if you have any, in your account right here. We can also choose auto subscribe. What this will do is take the cryptocurrency, be it Bitcoin, ETH, US dollar tether. It will take that from your spot account, which is your ownership, and it puts it into the earn account. Once you're in the earn account, you have a different set of risks because your assets are being lent out, and so there may be credit risk there. But you can auto subscribe, so any balances that you have in your spot account go over to your earn account, and now you're in that earn account earning that small interest. Just choose the conditions that you've read, click confirm. Like I said, the conditions really credit risk and platform risk because your assets are on the Binance system. So that is how you would subscribe to a simple earn product right there. Now there's another option on the earn product. So if we go to earn as well, you'll see that some coins actually offer staking. Staking is different to the earn product because when you stake, you don't actually lend out your coins. You are just using the blockchain staking mechanism to stake your coins and earn some of those staking rewards. So if we choose ETH right here, we should be able to see that Ethereum does have a staking option as well. So we can go into that. This is ETH 2.0 staking. So this is the Ethereum staking where you're getting paid native yield from the blockchain itself. So you can stake this. Now, as of making this video, ETH is still locking up the Ethereum that you stake. In a few weeks or months time, this will be different and it will be flexible with a delay, I think about 10 days or so. But for right now, it's fixed. So if we press stake, it takes us through to the Ethereum staking system. This is not lending on Binance. This is using Binance essentially as a provider. They do all the background staking stuff. So they take your ETH and they stake it on the blockchain. They run validators and all of that. And they just pass back 95% or 90% of the ETH staking rewards to you. So they take a 10% fee for running all of that. If there are cryptocurrencies on Binance that are available for staking, you can stake them here as well. That's staking with native yield and is not lending your assets on the platform. I have a specific Binance Earn guide and many others which I'll link below, which goes step by step through the process. The trading and deposit bonus to Binance linked down there as well if you are new. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching and I'll see you in the next one.